Hey y'all, it's your girl Mood Music K, and I'm here with my top 10 albums of 2020. All right, we're gonna talk about a couple honorable mentions, some other albums that could have made the list, and things like that. But we're gonna get right into it. Follow me, Mood Music K, Mood underscore Music underscore K, Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to the page for more content like this and like this video. If you like my top 10, put, what you feel in the chat, in the comment. And if you don't like the top 10, I understand, put that in the comment as well. Let's talk about it. What's your top 10 albums this year, R&B albums this year? All right, so let's get started with what just missed the list. So this title is deceiving, right? Because it's not even really what just missed the list. These are the albums that I thought were good this year, but they didn't crack my top 10, 15. Doesn't mean that they're bad, just means that there was a couple albums that resonated more with me. So this list here, the just missed the list, The Weeknd, After Hours, good album, stylistically, because it has that 80s kind of vibe. I think, it kind of feels poppy, but it's R&B, cool, and very introspective. Talked about Hollywood, the lifestyle, and good album, good Weeknd. A couple songs up there I really like. I'm going to do a song breakdown for a song off that album, so definitely good to check out. Chloe and Haley, The Ungodly Hour. Man, these young women, I was like, oh, they kids. I ain't, so when I checked it out, I was like, wow, okay. They had some tracks on there. They had some good stuff on there. I used a couple of their songs for some playlists, and they had this was a good. Now they're on the scene. They performed very well. Got placement a lot of places, so you could visually see them, even though there wasn't touring. So I felt like their brand grew over the year. They did a really good job. Cash Page, I would say honestly, I like the first album better, but Cash Page, Teenage Fever is, a good solid album. A couple songs in there, like London, a couple, like I said, they really solid. John Legend, Bigger Love. If you're a John Legend fan, this, I will say every song was pretty good. John Legend is almost like The Weeknd to me in the sense that has a unique voice that, for me, I like, but I don't know how much I'm gonna put that in rotation, and the way they write is unique to them, or the way they create their songs is unique to them, and it is good. But yeah, not my top 10. And then last, Bryson Tiller Anniversary. I think that this album was not as bad as people would like you to believe it to be. It was actually a pretty good project, and I recommend people trying it again. Try listen to it again and see how you feel. Each one of these albums were considered for my top 10. Jhené Aiko, Chilombo Deluxe, solid piece of work. I had it in my top 10, and then there was just a couple albums that edged it out. Burnt Chaos, F the World, another one that was in there. It was solidly in there, and then I had a couple just edge it out when I was really just thinking about all of the albums that I heard this year, what I had in rotation. Those just got edged out. Same thing, Elena Barras. It was divine. She's an artist that if you haven't checked out, I recommend you check out. You may not have heard of her, but this was a really good album, really good vibe. If you like Jhené Aiko, I would say you would like her, so check her out. It was divine, great album. Lucky Day, Painted, Deluxe. A lot of the singles in the original album came out in 2019, but the Deluxe, I liked the updated songs, the other songs. It was, man, I love that album. It almost made my top 10. Liana La Havas. The album is called Liana La Havas as well. She's great. I will admit that as an R&B connoisseur, I got put onto her kind of late. She's amazing, and that album, I think if I had more time to sit with it, it might have cracked my top 10. I thought about it because I was like, man, I haven't heard it too many times, but it's a solid piece of work. It's a fire. She's amazing. And then Brandy B7, actually, when I heard it, I was like, I didn't know what to expect, and I loved it. I really loved that album. That is another one. Like I said, everyone on this list, the just it was like splitting hairs, and they could have made my top 10. Each one of these albums could have made my top 10. So number 10, Danny Lay, Movie. Now, I love this album, and all of the R&B, all of the R&B components are amazing. I love the hip hop components as well, but for a top 10 R&B album, I didn't think it could be higher because it's kind of hybrid, and nothing wrong with that. But some of the more hip hopier songs, I like it, but man, Danny Lay she's one of those ones that I can see going very far, can dance, can sing, but her tone is nice, and the beat choices, and because she's so in tune with hip hop, she also has that star power. I believe she's beautiful. I think she's gone places, and Movie was a really good album. And so if you check out on YouTube, she has a movie. If you want to give it a try before you get into the album, you will hear it, and I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed if you. All right, so and taking a deeper dive into Movie, right? Starts off with Superstar. Such a, just a beautiful record. She did her thing on that one, and it has a vibe to it. She's unique, and I think that you will like. But I will say, you will like her or you won't like her. But I think you'll like her. She's creative. It's a different kind of sound. Like I said, she does the hip hoppy vibes. She essentially kind of raps, right? So it gives you all of what you're looking for in today's music. But the R&B side, she has a really good voice, and I love her content, like what she's talking about. Obviously, with the R&B women and men, that relationships is a big topic, and she talks about different parts. This song called Last Night, I did a bar breakdown of that song. Amazing, right? Tell me where you slept last night, because my gut and intuition got me tripping, right? But it's like about cheating and confronting a person. It really, really, really good. And then, like I said, even the hip hop songs, so like Levi High with the Baby, it's got a good bop, a good bounce. Like everything she does, because she's a dancer, I think that she understands, even on the slow songs, the musicality of like being able to like dance to it. So if it's like a slow song, you want to think of how can I still be able to move to this, and you can tell she considers that within the music, because you can see it. And then when you watch, like I said, on YouTube, she has her movie, the album there as well, so you would be able to see that, and you will not be disappointed in this album. Definitely, like I said, check it out. All right, so here we have Trey Songz, Back Home, and this is number 9, and many people did not talk about this album this year for whatever reason. It was classic Trey Songz. I think that every song sounded like a song that would go on a Trey Songz album, and I think what I liked most about it is if you like him, I feel like you would have liked this project. It had the sexy in it. It had the love in it. It had the in the relationship stage where it's like in the relationship stage where it's kind of not working out and you're trying to work through it. It had everything. It was a long project, over an hour, really good content from beginning to end. And he, like I said, he gave you a traditional performance, and it's still just, I don't know, I think maybe like nowadays when it comes to artists from before him, Bryson, all these people, they're looking for something innovative and new, and I don't know, but for what it was amazing. It was my top 10. I think every time I listen to it, I'm like, yo, this is so good. Why is nobody talking about it? Why is it not at the top of, why is it not like going circles, back home, like I don't know. I loved every song on this album, and like I said, I think if you like him, you're gonna like this project, and I can't foresee why people really gravitate to it. But shout out to Trey Songz. Number 9, Trey Songz, Back Home. So the next artist we have, album JoJo. So I know you're probably thinking, what? If you haven't heard this one, is another one you gotta check out. This girl can sing. We all know that. We all agree to that. That's baseline, right? So you know how talented she is. So just think about the potential for what the music could sound like. This album has songs like Bad Habits, So Bad, Lonely Hearts, Thinking About You, Come Back, Don't Talk Me Down, Don't Talk Me Down. That song, when just all relationship stuff, like, and the toxic kind of relationship stuff, are just the beautifulness of life. The idea that she's like, I can't stay away from you kind of energy is on there. Please don't talk to me anymore because I don't know how to say no to you. Staying away from somebody, preferring to be by yourself because you don't want to get heartbroken. All of the feels, all of the traditional R&B content is within this album. And again, like, the crazy part about it is I don't have to sell you on the talent, so like, at the minimum, it's gonna sound good, right? Very R&B feel, all the vibes. Sounds like she got in the studio with the right producers. Every song, the deluxe, even the acoustic version. There's an acoustic version, a regular version, and the deluxe of JoJo. Good to know. All right, so at number 7, you have Kiana Lede, Kiki, the deluxe and the regular, both versions. Fire flames, like fire flames. She is another one, like, relationship. She talks about don't get second chances. Really just girl empowerment kind of energy. That energy you need to walk away from a situation, moving on. That vibe, all the vibes, all of it. That music that makes you feel good as a woman. That says, hey, I'm good without you, man. All of it is in there. She samples some good old music, so you should check out the beats. Just every song, Cancelled, Moving. She has good features like Aunt Clemens. She has Jacquees, Lucky Day, Ariana X Black, Real Moneybag Yo and Leo on the deluxe, or Arian Ray. So she has everything you would want from an R&B album, and the deluxe is over an hour worth of music. Good vibes. Like, and it's not so like sappy sad. It's real like, I'm moving on without you. I'm not going back. Just like I said, a good woman empowerment energy, a good vibe. A lot of people wanted to be on this year, and hopefully, leaving that relationship you need to leave, doing what you need to do. Kiana Lede, Kiki, okay, deluxe, check that out. All right, so number six, Queen Naija, Misunderstood. This might be also controversial. No one talked about this album either. Like, y'all asleep. Queen Naija, again, another one who has a voice, right? Because a lot of people who talk about new school R&B, they don't like the voices. This is another one that has a voice that's very traditional, very likable to people who traditionally like R&B, and she's got great features. Every song on this album, she's got Mulatto, feature for Bitter, Take You Back with Russ, all of that great relationship content, Pack Light. So she talks about, the great thing about her is the diversity. She has some really good love songs like Butterflies Part 2, and then she has like Pack Light, like you could go type energy. And I think you need a good mix of both. I think a good album has a good mix of both. So from wherever you are, wherever your feel is, you'll like it. She has a song called Say What You Mean. It's like, say what you mean. Like, what do we want everybody to do that in a relationship, right? It's really good, relatable music. She's young, but she's also in a positive relationship, and well, it seems to be, and seems to have been in some interesting situations in the past, to where she has a lot of reference to write from, and she's still new to the game. I expect big things from her, but seriously, check her out and like appreciate the good music that's being created, because we never know if these artists, we never know, man. So Misunderstood by Queen Naja 6. All right, now we breaking into the top five. Number five, you have Kalani. It was good until it wasn't. Just she is so unique, right? Like starting at the top with Toxic. Toxic love is a big thing. How we operate in relationships these day and age is so different than what it used to be, and how she captures it in a variety of songs and in this project was amazing. Like the title says, it was good till it wasn't. There was the songs where it's the good, I can change your life, and all this great stuff, and then toxic, and how those end, and she covers it all, and is very articulate, and also always can sing good features. Of course, the Change Your Life is the song with Janae, and that's one of my faves. Bad News was a good one. Masego is on here. Hate the Club. She delivered, and I think sometimes maybe it's a West Coast thing. Her, Janae, I don't know why. Not even. I don't know why it doesn't get the notoriety and the credit and shit. But Kalani, number five, Kalani, it was good till it wasn't. Really, really, really good album. And a lot of my middle albums are really like neck and neck. But she starts off the top five. And then we get into Giveon when it's all said and done. Giveon when it's all said and done, and Victoria Monet, Jaguar. This is the number 4 on the list. Making the top 5. They are both super duper short. They're like 25 and 20 minutes, like very short. Both of these combined are shorter than almost every album on this list. Seriously, both of these combined are shorter than almost every album on this list. So I know it's like a cheat code, but two good projects. His content, just both of their contents, but she has a versatility that she can go pop with the experience vibe, and then she can go more R&B with moment, and just really well written. Giveon is similar in meaning well written, but very different. Just his tone, the way he sings. Last Time Snow Allegra stuck on you. Just really good also content. Him, every song, all the words, like he delivers it well because it's unique in his voice, but he also, the way he puts it together, like that concept of being stuck on somebody to where you don't want to tell your friends, but you still want that person, so you're kind of still entertaining them. It's a big mess, but he captures that in this album. I had to put Teyana Taylor, the album, deluxe and the regular, in my top 5, top 3 at that. Every single song. When I say every single song, there's the slow stuff, there's the faster stuff, very woman empowerment, but oh my God, how real is she? When she talks about like the relationships, about like shoot 'em up, like a shoot with Big Sean, like shoot it up, like I can't take another heartbreak. I can't take another one of these. Like if either you really or not, or concrete, like how hard it is to get through a partner sometimes. It's like talking to concrete. What? Like y'all, yeah, and all the videos, the singles, just so much. She does so many flips. Booming with Missy's on this joint. That, oh man, guys. And then of course Morning with Kalani. Every song, when I say every song, man, just the musicianship. She, like I said, she does a lot of flips of old songs and old things, so it also just sounds great too. So you need the nostalgia feeling for those who like that. Like I gotta feel, I gotta feel like the 90s or 2000s. She gives you everything you could think of, and this is, I know you must be living in the rock if you haven't heard this album. But give it another listen. Really listen to the words and listen to what she's saying and how she does it. And of course, she can sing, she can dance. I think when touring comes back, if she's still making music, she should tour this album. Oh man, it would be a beautiful show. And I'm sure she thinks that as well. But Teyana Taylor, the album, Deluxe, check that out. 2, Jessie Reyez, Before Love Came to Kill Us. Again, another one where you're probably like, I'm confused. Who is this? If you don't know who Jesse Reyes is, and if you've never heard Before Love Came to Kill Us, you must, I repeat, you must go and do that. Amazing. Her voice is so unique and different. You will not hear another artist like her. Her content, the way she writes, the concept she uses is a very dark, eerie vibe, but it's sometimes love is that. Like for those who are not so chipper and poppy, and some of us live in a darker headspace, a darker world, and I don't mean in a negative way, but I mean in just, and maybe it's in a toxic way. I don't know, but before love came to kill us, before love ruined everything, same side. Before love ruined everything, same side. I do so much amazing songs. She does some upbeat stuff. I would say that these songs, this collection of songs, had one of the biggest impacts on me when I first heard it. It was one of those first listens. I was like, "What? Is she serious? Okay, I gotta listen to this again. I gotta listen to this again." And wow, it was amazing. And it you again listen to it, different vibe. I can understand if not. Some people may listen to it and be like, "Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, I don't like this voice. Oh, I don't like this." But it's quality, everything from the beats to production, everything from beginning to end. Just A1 stuff. So number two, Jesse Reyes, Before Love Came to Kill Us. All right, so we're going to our number. So we're gonna go into our number one. So we're gonna go into our final, our number one. What could number one be, guys? A Division, Amusing Her Feelings is my number one R&B album of the year. From start to finish. You want to know what was good about this one? Sequence. Like, it told a story. I am big on storytelling. Beginning to end, you felt like the vibe. You felt who he was talking about. Every song built off the next to the last song. But then he mixed in different beats, like club beats. The he's got ballads on there. He's got a song of Future, so you have that auto-tune vibe, right? Everything Caribbean, Popcorn is on here. Everything an R&B album can give you, it has the rapping, the singing, the everything. And then the level of singing they do, well, Division does, is A1. And production, man, everything, every song, every word. I like Courtside with Jesse Reyes. I like the song in the end with Chantel May. I love just the one with Snow. He has Snow on it, like every song. Flawless, what? When you hit that beat, you hear Flawless, and you're like, oh, just from the beginning to the end. I had this song on replay so much, it's still in my rotation. I can't see it coming out of my rotation. I love Division. I'm a Division fan. I've seen them in person, and he was amazing. He sounds just like the records. Seems like a cool dude. Number one R&B album of 2020, Division, Amusing Her Feelings. All right, that's a wrap for my 2020 top 10 R&B albums. Let me know in the comments, did you like, did you not like, what did you think, good, what would you have put in, what would you have switched? Tell me what your top 10 is, R&B albums of 2020.